Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Bedford High Stadium here on BG and Bedford Day. We've had it all day long. We've had contests between junior varsity boys and girls, and now the varsity boys and girls will take the field. The boys coming up momentarily here against a very strong BG Cardinals team that has one loss, but that loss came against the number one high school team in the country, Staples of Connecticut.
I should add number one public high school in the country. Most of the other top 25 schools are private schools. But again, a very strong team here in Bishop Guertin. They are traveling out of state frequently to try to get good competition. Hopefully the Bulldogs can get them some good competition this evening, as they've had a strong start themselves. They won their first two contests over Concord, then Dover, 14-2, then 12-2, and then lost a tough one to Exeter, 13-6, another very strong team in the state this year.
And as for BG, they had a close one against Hingham that they pulled out by a score of 7-6, a low-scoring affair. They had their way against the two New Hampshire teams they played, Manchester Memorial and Central, 13-1. Salem they beat 20-1, and then that Staples game they only lost by one, 11-10. So again, they've been a strong team. The only game they lost, they barely lost. And like you said, they're honing themselves against some of the best competition in New England. So what we're hoping to see here is a good contest. We're hoping to see Bedford play a strong game and stay close and maybe pull off the upset.
Just about ready for face. And there we go, and we're started. Roberto faces against Vasquez for BG, and Roberto comes away with it, steps it into the box, settles things down, and Vasquez playing up on him closely defensively. He'll try to trot off. Matthews will settle things down and wait for his offensive midfield teammates. They got numbers now, though. Matthews runs into a check. Good defense there. Ooh, wow. They're going to call a ward on Matthews. I'm not sure I agree with that one, but goes the other way.
Canaway was the one with that hit on the Bedford player, and now they come back on the offensive attack. Low shot, stopped there by the keeper.
Fletcher with the save there. Tough angle shot there by Brady Dumont. And Fletcher was good to the task. So the Bulldogs come back into the offensive area. They'll settle things. Toscano now will wait for his last remaining line mate, Zach Griffin. They'll sub through midfield. Toscano takes it strong. They slide early. Three attackmen low. Have only two defenders back. Great
Canaway
defense
laying the body
there.
on him.
Yeah, nice try there.
And forces a turnover, and now here comes BG.
Up the other end, Aiden Lorendo. Holds, Kerr. Get some slap checks on him, but they'll settle. This is Connor Gabord. Drives the right alley, fakes the pass. Looks back in the middle, no feeds available. So now Lorendo will take things behind. Kerr again. He's guarding behind. Now at X. Far side now. Left wing. This is Brady Dumont. Now up top, Connor Bouvier. Side steps, quick little pass to the side, shot high and wide. That was Tim Kiley.
Yeah, he just missed the top corner of that net.
Not by much. Fletcher was trying to get back up there and was going to have a tough time keeping up with that. Good defense here by Kerr. Back up top to Connor Gabord. Gets to his right hand, looks to feed. Now Bouvier, lefty crank, misses near side.
Easily backed up there by BG. No one else behind X.
Now Lorendo up top again. Gabord's going to ISO. Bouvier looks for cutters. Guarded by Luke Sy. He rips. Wide left. Shooting gallery here. Fletcher has been tested once. And the following shots have all been wide or high. Lorendo feeds in the middle. Dumont back. Ooh, a little over the shoulder shot. Lefty picks that low right corner. That was a beaut.
Yeah, the replay shows just didn't even indicate he was going to let that shot go, but Dumont over the shoulder, beats Fletcher, and BG's up 1-0.
It's a tough one there for the defender, too. There's not much he can do. He's in the good position, forcing them down the side. Lefty comes over his shoulder and just picks the corner. Just, incredible shot right there for Dumont. Following face-off, ball still on the ground, was picked up briefly by the Cardinals. Now some physical play along that far sideline. Ball scoots out of bounds. And we're waiting for the call. Jeez, I think they called it on alternate possession as the official close to the ball didn't see who it went off of. So I believe they called an alternate possession there. And the Cardinals will take it in on the far side.
Sun comes out briefly here. We've got the intermittent showers in between the sunshine.
Lorendo back up top. This is Mike McDonough now. Far side, Dumont. Kerr guards him. And back up top again. Far side now, they look to ISO. This is McDonough again. Lefty takes a shot, save. Fletcher gets him up high. Chase that one down. And now the Cardinals will be in their drop ride. Henry Sean back to Fletcher as they look to clear. Kerr far side. Drop ride, they're letting him go. He lobs it over to Griffin. And they have a clear and into the offensive box. Heavy pressure here now though on Griffin. Extending it out as Alex Dumont was trying to get in his hands.
Using that long stick to his advantage.
Sure was. Matthews here. Gets ripped.
And he took a blow there.
Ooh, wow, they're gonna call a push. I'm not sure I agree with that one.
Well, it looked like he took a blow to the head, or at least to the back, That
was a wraparound check right to his stick. That's what popped the ball out. And got the ball on the turf. And they were off and running, but they called a loose ball push, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. Fortunate there. The Bulldogs trail right now 1-0. Just over 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. That should be a flag there. You're not allowed to run over the pick like that. But
yeah, Matthews giving up the body there.
Sure was. That's either an unnecessary roughness or some kind of foul they didn't call there. But Toscano now far side. Sets it up, goes lefty. Now back to his right. Going to drive hard. Look for the feed. Gets picked off in the middle. I think they called a Bedford attackman in the crease, so Bishop Guertin already had the ball, and they will keep the ball. Again, leading 1-0. Clear it out pretty easily. That's Tim Kiley coming down. Numbers takes a shot. Fletcher sees it go off the pipe and gets a save there. Steps out. Now Henry Sean will try to clear. They hand it off to Helton. He runs through a check. Steps it in, and now he'll settle things down. Just over 6 minutes to go. Bulldogs trail early, 1-0 to the Cardinals. On really a highlight goal. Incredible shot by Brady Dumont, little lefty over the shoulder, picking the low right corner. Griffin now settles back to Helton. Brody Helton draws the double quickly. And that long stick tries a little kayak there, can't get it to go. Now runs through two, settles, tried to adjust his face mask, but still had the ball. Now it's on the turf.
Flag flies.
Ooh, Helton's going to get pushed from behind. We got a hold on a loose ball. I'm a little confused by this call. It should. A loose ball hold is just a change of possession, so not quite sure what we're calling here. Okay, looks like a personal foul up top. Number 17 is going to go off and feel shame.
Well, Bedford being very patient here on the attack, but this BG defense is it's like going into the teeth of the lion. You really pay for it physically to challenge them inside, as we've seen a few times here.
Sure is. Now Bedford runs the wheel. Shot goes off a defender. That couldn't tickle. But after Dumont gets a 1-minute penalty, the Bulldogs are up on the extra man offense. Toscano now, some time and space. Run the wheel again, backside. Matthews will crank and score. Matthews from Toscano. And they've evened the game at 1. 1-1, 5:10 to go in the first quarter.
Shot came through a screen that
sure did on the replay there.
The keeper might have had some trouble tracking there.
They're running the wheel. Matthews got a little time and space. The defender's just a touch late closing that shot out, and Matthews was able to net one. Back to the face-off. Riccio can't pull it down. Alex Dumont comes away with it. Passes it back. Now Finnegan Moran gets it up to Gabord. Gabord dodges 2 and finishes. Gabord with the goal. Answers quickly as the Bulldogs capitalized on the extra man. And then the transition goal by Gabord puts the Cardinals back up 2-1.
Yeah, Gabord is able to just work his way through the middle of the defense and just got a shot from fairly close range. So Gabord unassisted on that goal.
Defensive coach is going to be a little irritated that nobody was taking body there. You want to slide to the body, not to the stick. He was waving it around and was able to face dodge and dip dodge a couple of players there. Coach Bordeaux is going to want those defensemen to slide to the body. Procedure on the face-off, so the Bulldogs will get possession.
Gabord, a senior midi, committed to Army. So he's going to be joining a quality program in college.
Sure is. Kaliza now behind, guarded by Dylan Young. Kaliza drives, looks to dish off, now finds Brody Helton. Overplay is right. And Toscano now. Through 1, ball gets checked out, and the Cardinals come away with it.
PG very aggressive on defense. They're not afraid to come out and meet the player at the perimeter.
Not at all. Colin Rourke, little hit by Helton. Kerr picks up the ground ball, but is swarmed by the Cardinals. They get it back on the turf. Now Lorendo will settle things down. Good job by the Cardinals to swarm there. As the ball was turned over, they got it back pretty quickly. Gabord now. Far side, this is Bouvier. Oh, beautiful shot there. Bouvier scores. It's 3-1, the Cardinals. We'll see on the replay. He just dips his head, gets the goalie to go low, and then finishes high. A little face dodge there, dips his head, gets Fletcher to go low, and it opens up the entire top side of the net. Bouvier cashes for a goal. 3-1 Cardinals, 3:34 left in the first quarter. Vasquez comes away with the face-off. Quick little handoff. Near side. That's Guerrera. Back up top. Now this is Caleb Young. And back to Matuszewski. Riccio gets beat. They fire and recover. Now behind. Lefty drive. Now Dumont will pull the trigger. Can't find the net. Backed up by the Bulldogs. Excuse me, by the Cardinals.
It's interesting that Bedford isn't committing a lot of manpower behind X, giving up the rundown. I guess they're keeping their defenders in front of the goal.
That's part of the offensive set too, right? You always want to have an attackman behind backing the ball up. Very purposeful on Bishop Guertin's purpose here. Good stick there by Kerr, knocked the ball on the ground. Hendershot picks up the ground ball, and the Bulldogs will try to clear. They find Griffin through the middle. They'll need to step in. He's got a long stick chasing him down. That's Alex Dumont. He still did not step it in. So we might get a failure, and there it is. Failure to advance. He did not step it into the box. Coach Bordeaux calls a timeout. He'll talk things over. 2:07 left in the first quarter. The Cardinals lead 3-1.
Got lots of sports for you this intercession week. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. at SAU Field, it's baseball, the Portsmouth Clippers. And they're a hot team in NHIAA. They come in to face the Bulldogs. And that is at SAU Field, 2 p.m. start on BCTV. And then the very next day will be at Holman Stadium in Nashua, 10 a.m. start for the Nashua South Purple Panthers. And the Bulldogs will be invading Holman for that game. We're going to have both of them for you on BCTV, channels 23 and 1072.
It's a nice stadium down there in Nashua, Holman Stadium.
An old-fashioned field that they've renovated nicely years ago. The Silver Knights, of course, call that stadium home. Good time. A lot of high school games are played there. Part of the NHIAA tournament is played there. I believe the semis are always played at Holman.
So is it similar to Stellos, where North, South, and BG all play there for their home field?
Yes, they do. And it has a terrific press box and a great view of the field, so it's really fun for us to shoot those games. We have a great angle and can really bring a good view of the game.
Look at you getting cushy seating. I like it. A snack bar for you too?
Yeah, I believe they have one.
All right, good.
But they don't. The one thing they could do, they could cater the press box.
Oh, okay, all right.
For media.
Should we put in the request then?
Yes, we should.
Maybe Graham Pubach can help us with that. What do you think, Coach Jennings up there?
We'll consider it.
Oh, okay, all right. He's going to put it in the order. I'm not sure they'll fill it. 2:07 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs trail the visiting Cardinals 3-1. Zach Griffin will pick up the ball near side for the Bulldogs. They got a timeout before he lost the ball, actually before the failure to advance was called. So it looked like it was failure to advance, but apparently they got the timeout called beforehand. Alex Dumont will match up against Griffin, bringing 2 poles high as Bennett Matthews is drawing a pole as well. Now behind to Kuliza. Helton will have a go. Rolls back. Purnell. Kuliza coming behind. Nice little play inside. Gaffney couldn't hold it. Firing away was Griffin. Tough angle though. Righty out on the left-hand side of the goalkeeper. Didn't really help his angle. You could see it went wide left.
That was a beautiful play set up there for Gaffney. He just couldn't finish the reception of the pass.
They tried to jam the crease here too. It goes off of a Cardinal stick, so the Bulldogs should get that back. Battling it near side in the corner. Griffin again draws the pole. All the way out. Griffin finally eludes pressure. Into the middle. Matthews can't handle it first. Try to pass inside, but that goes wide. Even if it was a shot, the goalie was behind. 1:08 left in the first quarter. 3-1 Bishop Guertin. And they'll clear it out. O'Keefe finds Dumont. On the ground, it goes out of bounds. Good pressure there by Nick Hadley, forcing Dumont to knock that out of bounds. Now they'll turn it right around. Griffin will step it in. He's triple team there. He's going to have to look for a quick pass. And wisely goes back. Kerr will wheel it around the outside on a reverse. Helton in the middle. Gets over the midline. Runs into a check of Gabord. Now near side, Gaffney can't handle it. Keeps it in bounds. Picks up the ground ball. He's double teamed behind. Ball's on the ground, and coming away with it is Colin Rourke. Gabord can't handle the pass. Toscano picks up the ground ball. Can't find anybody in low, and then gets double teamed as he didn't see Dumont coming for the easy check.
Not sure he even knew the ball was out of his stick.
Tough one there. And now driving the middle, Lorendo will finish. Lorendo got an unsettled situation, drove hard through the middle. Kerr couldn't keep up with him, and he cashes with only 2.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. 4-1. The Cardinals extend it to a 3-goal lead. It's interesting, the Bulldogs have been playing pretty good 6-on-6 defense, but these unsettled situations are really causing them some trouble. As they get into odd mans and scrambled type situations, when their defense hasn't been set, they've struggled. Roberto now almost had the face-off, but loses out in the end. That was Canaway that got the face-off, but we'll take a quick pause in action as we end the first quarter, and the Cardinals ahead 4-1.
Scoring recap from that first quarter. BG got on the board. Brady Dumont unassisted at 9:18, made it 1-0 Bishop Guertin. Bedford responded at 5:10. Ben Matthews with the assist from Toscano made it 1-1. But just a few seconds after that, at 4:47, Connor Gabord unassisted for BG, 2-1 at 4:47. At 3:34, Connor Bouvier unassisted, 3-1 for BG. And then finally, with just 2.9 seconds remaining in the quarter, Lorendo unassisted, 4-1 is where we stand right now as the teams are about to begin the second quarter.
Paulo Vasquez back out for the face-off against Dalton Roberto for the Bulldogs. Team swapped ends, 12 minutes on the board, and we're underway in the second. Dumont picks up the ground ball, rolls away from pressure, goes back to his defensive end. Finnegan Moran will press the issue a bit. Little roll dodge. Nice little stutter step to avoid pressure. And the Cardinals will settle things down on their offensive end. Kerr trying to press out Aiden Lorendo. This is Gabord now. Luke Tsai applying pressure from his defensive midfield position. Far side now. Jacob Karen. Back to Gabord. Down the side. Nice little patient offense here. Gabord, little face dodge. Good stick there by Henrichon. Gets it on the turf. And now Riccio comes away with it. Rolls away from pressure. The Bulldogs will set up their clear. Bishop Guertin quickly back in a ride. Little drop ride. Roberto loses the ball. Riccio helps out.
Couldn't hold it, though.
Flips it into the offensive end. Now they apply pressure. Good hustle there. And they pick up the ball, but they're going to get called for a push, loose ball push. So the Cardinals get it back. Good hustle there by the Bulldogs to try to scrap to get it back.
That's unfortunate. I was going to say that it was good to see Bedford applying the same physicality that BG has been giving to them. Unfortunately, that one resulted in a turnover.
Liam O'Keefe now up near midfield line, finds one of his attackmen. That's Lorendo on the far side. We'll get a flag thrown there. I believe there was a slash to the head there by Kerr, so he'll go in the box and feel shame when this is blown dead. Tim Kiley drives righty. Scoots it behind. Feed to the far side. Gabord. Little stutter step. Shot misses. Play is blown dead, and Kerr will go to the penalty box. So slash by Kerr will send him in for a minute. We'll get a first chance to see the Cardinals' extra man offense.
Tristan Kerr, a senior. He's also a goalkeeper for the Bulldogs hockey team.
Starting out in, let's see, it looks like they'll move into a 2-3-1 for the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Bouvier looks for the cutter. Back up top, finds the sneak. Balancing, they're going to wipe that off. He's in the crease. As that was Lorendo coming around from X, snuck around that left side of the cage, landed, finished, but he was in the crease, so they wipe it off.
And Fletcher was warning his defensive teammates that Lorendo was standing right there at the doorstep. Big block there.
Yeah, Evan Sabati trying to clear out, gets checked right in the chest. But now Fletcher finds Matthews. They get it over, now they need to step it in. Sabati can't make the catch here, flips it ahead. Ground ball for Matthews, can't quite handle it. Now he does, falling down, misses the cage. And Kaliza's able to back it, is not able to back it up.
That was a pretty good shot there by Matthews, too. He was on his way down, still able to get a shot that pretty dangerous. Missed the net, but not by much.
Dumont clears it out. And back into the offense is the Cardinals. We are even up now as the penalty has expired on Tristan Kerr. Back to 6-on-6 lacrosse. Bouvier, nice eat there by Sabati. That doesn't feel good. Dumont will rip right into Fletcher's butterfly basket. And Fletcher will clear it out. Near side, Kevin Sheridan. Sheridan, roll dodge. Nice little move there to get free. He'll step it into the box and settle things. Gives it ahead. And now Griffin will think things through. Bulldogs will be called for offside. The fans in the stands were calling for it. The officials didn't quite catch it, and now they do, and the transition yields a goal as Lorendo will score.
Yeah, he was all alone behind the defense. Got the lead pass, just backhanded it right by Fletcher.
Quick one there, and again, unsettled situation, taking advantage of it. I think that assist went to Alex Dumont, the LSM.
Definitely deserved one if he fed the pass to him.
Back to the face-off. Bulldogs trail 5-1 after that transition goal by Lorendo, his second on the day. Vasquez wins the face-off. Now gives it back. That's Guerrera. Far side now behind to Lorendo. Up top here, this is Brady Dumont. Sheridan chases him around. Far side. That's Matuszewski. Near side now, Caleb Young. Lefty gets it across. Dumont, little stutter step. Draws the double. Kerr gets a nice check there, puts the ball on the carpet, gets the cause turnover. Beautiful play by the defenseman, Tristan Kerr. Henrishon finds Cy near sideline. They get it up and out. Gaffney now, far side, will need to step it in, and he does. They press behind. Gaffney now back up top to Toscano. Griffin. Hadley looks to set a pick, largely ineffective. And now Brody Helton from midfield. He'll look to get downhill.
Yeah, we're definitely experiencing.
He does, and gets checked. Nice trail check there by Rourke.
Took a stick right out of his hand.
Sure did. Now transition for the Cardinals. Stepping in and sticking it top right. Brady Dumont. Second goal of the game. Nice little footwork there by Dumont. Little rocker step. Gets the defenseman going the wrong way. Steps back into his strong left hand and sticks it offside high on Fletcher. So back to the face-off X. Bulldogs trail 6-1. Vasquez won it back to his own side, but fell down as he came away from the face-off X. Roberto scrapping in the middle there. Can't quite get it to go, and it finally squirts 3. That's Colin Rourke. Gets it back to Liam O'Keefe. Alex Dumont. Battled near side. Could have been a procedure on Hadley for playing without the stick, but he didn't do anything without it, so they let that go. And now Brady Dumont will settle things. Connor Gabord just coming out of the box. 5 minutes to go in the first half. The Cardinals lead 6-1. Kiley will have a go, gets to his right hand. Across the formation. Dumont pulls it down. Now Kiley. Face dodge, tries to find some room, gets double teamed, and they move it. One at X is free. Dumont, again that same move, little stutter step, getting back to his left. The ball pops out this time. It's on the ground. Ooh. Looked like Sheridan's stick was getting held there, but they don't make a call. Ball goes on the ground again. Now Lorendo comes away with the ground ball. Bishop Guertin getting a lot of these 50-50 balls. Just hustle. They're in the right place at the right time, but their stick work is clean and keeping possession for the Cardinals. Kiley now rolls away from pressure. Ball pops out again. Now the Bulldogs pick it up. Henrishon. He's got a break. Gaffney looks in the middle. Ball gets tipped away. Great stick there in the middle by the Cardinals.
You know, they had Derek Kaliza right by the BG net waiting for a feed. He couldn't quite get it to him, though.
Tough one there. Bellavance read it well and jumped into the passing lane. But, yeah, you're right. If there's a little stick fake there, they could have had Kaliza on the doorstep. We'll get a timeout, though. 3:53 to go in the first half. The Bulldogs trail 6-1.
The Bedford Bulldogs Athletic Booster Club is always looking for new members and volunteers to help support the Bedford High School athletic programs. The Booster Clubs meet at BHS Media Center at 7 p.m. on the first Wednesday of every month, so there's a meeting coming up for May soon. Learn more at their website, bbabc.net, and learn more about how you can help or request more information for the Bedford Athletic Booster Club.
So 6-1 is your score. The Cardinals are led by Brady Dumont with 2, Aiden Lorendo with 2, Connor Gabord with 1, and Connor Bouvier with 1. The lone goal for the Bulldogs coming from Bennett Matthews on a feed from Sean Toscano. That gets us to 6-1. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first half.
And stay tuned after this game. We're going to have the girls' varsity game between BG and Bedford. The Bedford ladies, of course, are undefeated.
Coming in with a strong team. I know Bishop Guertin lost to Portsmouth, I believe, last week. So it's first regular season blemish for them in quite some time. So it should be an excellent tilt against two of the state powerhouses on the girls' side.
BG had another loss on their record. They're 2-2.
Okay.
Which is unusual for them.
Check that out. We'll look at it for the next broadcast. So the Bulldogs will pick it up near side, just outside of the box.
Yeah, they lost an out-of-state contest against Westwood, 12-9, after that Portsmouth loss.
Matthews draws a pole, and now a double team. They move it quickly. Gaffney, Toscano will rip, hits the pipe. Outside of the pipe, it travels out of bounds on the far side. Toscano chases down the shot, so he'll keep possession for the Bulldogs. Kuliza behind. Finds Matthews. And the ball goes on the ground. They lose it. Rolling away from pressure here is Dylan Young. Good hustle there by Matthews. Comes up empty. And now Lorendo will settle things down. 3 minutes to go before half. 6-1, the Cardinals lead over the hometown Bulldogs. Lorendo takes it all the way behind, changes direction. They'll call him in the crease. Stepped in a little too close to that goal. So they turn it over, and the Bulldogs will clear it out. Henrichon near side. Sheridan now. Makes a dodge. Ball gets batted by Alex Dumont right into the stick of Aiden Lorendo. And now again, transition. Karen can't make the pass across the crease.
Yeah, Josokos in front of the goal all alone momentarily.
Couldn't quite get it there. Now McDonough picks up the loose ball, and I think Coach Cameron will take a timeout for the Cardinals. 2:19 left in the first half, 6-1 Cardinals.
Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. You can be a part of the contest yourself. Becoming a high school official is an easy call. Officiating allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating such qualities as impartiality, fairness, and courage. High school sports officials also protect the integrity of the games we love by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. New officials have the opportunity to make a difference in their communities right away and pick up a little pocket change. To learn more about becoming a high school sports official, visit nhiaa.org. You'll find out all you need to know right there.
Does it say pick up a little pocket change on that read? Or
I
you
threw
add
that
them?
in.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Because they do pay.
They do, of course.
They do
of
pay.
course.
I mean, they're pushing the social aspect, the moral aspect, but there's a little financial incentive there as well.
Sure. Not a bad way to pick up some extra cash.
And they do need officials for all sports. So if there's a game you used to play that you enjoy and like to be involved as an official, visit the NHIAA on their website and find out how you can do that.
Decent crowd here today. I like how the stands have filled in.
And as is usual, we have the opposing fans to our right here in the press box. Good showing here by the BG faithful.
Looks like a good number of students here today. Maybe the JV players are in the stands as they finished up their game earlier. Staying for the varsity match here.
Bit of a lopsided score. At least I caught the boys of JV. They had a tough time against the BG JV.
I believe it was 14-2 final, but it might have changed a little bit. The Cardinals start things off here. They have 2 minutes to go in the first half. Looking to add to their 5-goal lead. Kiley back behind. Lorendo cutter off the crease. Great save in tight by Fletcher. Karen can't finish, and he steps into the crease, so the Bulldogs dodge a bullet there. Great save by Fletcher on that point-blank shot.
Yeah, good eye by Karen for picking up that rebound.
It was a good eye. However, he did step into the crease, so that's where the turnover was. Here's Soden now. We'll clear it out. Dylan Soden legs it out into the box. Little swim move. And he'll settle things down. And look for Brody Helton.
About 90 seconds left here in the half. Bedford trying to play for that last shot here. Try to get another goal before the half.
Griffin draws the double team. Coming on the slide is Colin Rourke. Getting in Griffin's hands. Griffin looks like he wants to get rid of it, but nobody's open for him to help. Now he gets very close to the midfield line, makes the dodge, gets by his man. Now they have odd man. Purnell catches, doesn't see anything open, just under a minute to go. Helton runs through a couple checks, gets double team, drops the ball. Bouvier there picks it up quickly. Good hustle by Rourke, but he's going to draw a flag. That's probably going to be a cross check on Helton, excuse me. Dodge here by Young. And now Dumont will settle things.
They've got about 30 seconds to work with here.
30 seconds to work with and a flag down. So Dumont will carry behind. Looks to feed. Sheridan tries to get some stick in his hands. Karen save Fletcher, and they'll blow it dead. Fletcher was true to the task as Karen got some space for a shot on the feed from behind by Dumont, but Fletcher makes the save.
Now I've got a question. Will the penalty continue in the second half?
It absolutely will. So what Coach Cameron's likely to do is to just have his extra man offense hang out with the ball. That's going to likely be a 1-minute penalty on the cross check. So when time expires in an extra man situation, the team with the ball will retain possession. There will not be a face-off to start the second half if Bishop Guertin keeps the ball here, which I can only expect that will happen. So 13 seconds to go here. Bouvier near side. Should likely touch it in and then run away from pressure. He does. Kerr knows what he's trying to do, so they move the ball quickly. Gabord, 5 seconds. Bouvier will settle. And there it is. First half runs out. So the Cardinals will start with the ball and an extra man opportunity to begin the third quarter as they go into halftime with a 6-1 lead. Tough first half for the Bulldogs. We will join you for second half action after halftime here from Bedford High School.
I'd like to welcome our viewers on ETV Channel 99 in Nashville. We're glad you've joined us, and of course we're going to be teaming up with ETV 99 on Thursday as we bring you baseball action between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Nashua South Purple Panthers. Tomorrow night, though, or tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., SAU Field, the Bulldogs coming off a win against Dover. They're 3-2. They're going to be hosting the 5-1 Portsmouth Clippers, the hottest team right now in D1. They won 5 straight, and they come into SAU Field tomorrow. We'll have that call for you with Jason Bergeron and Jean Muir right here on BCTV, Channel 23 and 1072. And now with third quarter action, here's my partner, Corey Monster Tiger.
Thank you, Harry. We're getting ready to start action here. Again, the first half ended with an extra man opportunity. The Cardinals kept possession when the horn sounded, so they will have possession to start the third quarter with this extra man opportunity. Gabord will start up top as the officials clear the lacrosse balls from the playing surface. Don't want anybody stepping on a ball and twisting an ankle. Cardinals start in a 1-4-1. They did shift to a 2-3-1 in their last extra man opportunity. Gabord down the right side. This is Bouvier. Behind to Lorendo. And they do shift quickly. Gabord rotates. Now Bouvier, lefty crank, misses. Near side for Bouvier. Went for that top right corner on Fletcher. Couldn't quite ping it. Kiley now. Back up top. Gabord will crank. And Fletcher had no chance. 15 yards. A lot of time and space. No pole on his hands. And Gabord rips for a goal. That is Gabord's second on the day. And the Cardinals take advantage of their extra man opportunity and press the lead out to 7-1.
And no assist given on that play.
That was a tough one. I thought somebody might have gotten an assist there. Roberto comes away with the ensuing faceoff. Steps it into the offensive end. He's harassed there by Vasquez. Paulo Vasquez chases him out. Close to midfield. Bulldogs don't seem like they're making any substitutions. Roberto dodges Vasquez. Good help there on the backside. This is Moran. Roberto steps it over. Matthews gets it to Griffin. Back to Matthews. Matthews behind. Kaliza looks inside. Feeds it to Purnell. Can't quite get it to go. Tough one there. And Liam O'Keefe comes away with the ground ball. Outlet pass, deep. Brady Dumont got free. Easy outlet pass. And the Cardinals step it in. They're settling things down, getting their offensive players on. Matiszewski, McDonough now with the ball. Far side, this is Caleb Young. Lefty gets it behind to Lorendo. Near side, Matiszewski. And they settle things down. McDonough, a little stutter step, head fake. Side, lefty, save Fletcher. All over that one. At his feet, and Fletcher comes away with it. Henrishon presses the issue. They settle things. They get it to Dylan Soden. Sloughs off the check. That's Matiszewski there. Pops it behind to Kaliza. He'll settle things down. He's being harassed behind. That's Dylan Young. Roll dodge. Looks to feed in the middle. Can't see anything. Purnell drops the pass. Batted away by Rourke. He comes away with it. Dodge and a cross-field pass. This is Finnegan Moran again. Back to Rourke. They step it over. And into the offensive end. Bouvier now. Looks to go. Lefty, this is Evan Sabati playing D. He's going to need to get physical there as he gets a little bit closer. Back up top to Dumont. Now Bouvier looks to go again. Rolls back to his left. A little behind the back pass to Dumont. Up top. Now Kiley gets some space. Shoots high. Good ball movement there by the Cardinals. Kept working around trying to get the open shot. Kiley had some space. Shoots it high. Bouvier, keep him on his right. Gets back to his left. Good slide there by Sheridan. Gets that ball loose. It might have been called for a helmet-to-helmet, but no call, and then they chase it behind on the ground ball. The Bulldogs get the turnover. Fletcher now to Henrishon. Good job by the Bedford Bulldogs defense there. This has been the strength of their team so far this year.
Yeah, I was going to say that they're playing an excellent game defensively. They're getting caught on a few transition goals. They're falling short, of course, on the offensive side because that BG defense has been impenetrable throughout most of the day.
It really has been all transition and unsettled. Their 6-on-6 defense has been strong, like you said. Kiley now, near side. Little stutter step, gets high, will crank righty, misses the cage near side. Coming in from behind, this is Lorendo. Back up top to Gabord. He'll have a go. Looks backside, looks to make a pass, gets back to his left, pings the crossbar. Fletcher gets a little help from the orange.
Race to the ball.
Yep, ground ball near side, batted around a little bit. That was off a Bedford stick. And Lorendo will pick it up. Gabord, far side now. Bouvier, righty crank, misses the cage. Hustling through the midfield, the Bulldogs got a defender on, Dylan Soden. And errant pass here will turn it over for the Cardinals. Trotting back to help with the clear is Kevin Sheridan. Failed clear attempt last time. So the defense did well to get the ball on the ground and out of bounds. And now they'll look to clear. Helton runs through a couple of checks. Settles things down. And now they step it in with Purnell. Kaliza. Far side. Gaffney can't quite catch it, but prevents it from going out of bounds. He's double teamed. Will face dodge by Gaffney. Bulldogs have a couple of offensive-minded players on the field now, if they can take advantage here. Gaffney, he's guarded by Catalan. Gaffney, back to Helton. Oof. Had a good roll there if he pressed the issue. Chose to settle, now Griffin up top. Helton, guarded here by Canaway. Good catch there by Purnell to keep possession. And Harry, you mentioned it before, this defense just keep pressing out, pressing out, pressing out. Pressure on the offense instead of the offense putting pressure on the defense.
Yeah, they have no fear of playing that perimeter game because they have a lot of faith in their inside defenders. And Bedford's been a little tentative on attacking that middle. They keep working the perimeter, oftentimes resulting in a turnover. And a turnover right there.
Yeah, Kaliza's pass inside to Toscano goes off his stick, but now Griffin picks up a ground ball as the Cardinals miss a pass through the midfield. Steps it in, settles. Toscano.
Timeout call?
Timeout. Bedford, 5:16 left to go in the third quarter. 7-1 is your score. The Cardinals lead by 6.
You know that BCTV's live channels and on-demand content are now easier to access at your fingertips than ever before. Bedford Community Television is available now as a free download app, both on Apple iOS and on Android. Download the Bedford Community Television app for your phone or tablet today from your favorite app store.
You have the app, Harry?
I have a Bedford app.
If you don't have it, just lie and say you do. Okay?
I do.
Okay, all right, good. You'd be a bad employee over there if you didn't have that on your phone. Grand Poobah might get after you, man.
I have the original Bedford app.
Okay. Oh, what? You don't have the new one? Come on, man.
Gotta get around to it.
Oh, you're killing me. It's a great app. Live stream, stored content.
Let
Come
me
on,
load
man.
it right now.
Get on it, man. Come on. Great work by our cameraman today, Andrew Fenn, to help get that app up and running for everybody out there. Go to your app store, pick it up. Then I won't have to send you the link every time. Not you. All those people out there I have to send the link to. Not you, of course, Harry. He's busy. He's looking for the app.
Is that the right app right there?
That's the one, man.
Okay, I'll put it on my phone right now.
Bedford Community Television. There you go. 5:16 to go in the third quarter. 7-1, the Cardinals lead here in Bedford. Griffin will pick it up 5 yards outside of the box. He'll be harassed by Alex Dumont. Rolls away from pressure, and they get it to Bennett Matthews. Matthews gets around his player, gets a little bit of room, looks to feed up top. Griffin gets inside, draws the double. Ball gets popped out. I believe they'll call a loose ball hold, and that is what they do. So the Bulldogs get the ball back after that ground ball. Toscano will pick it up far side. He's guarded there by Balistreri. Toscano gets the edge, pulls the trigger, save. Liam O'Keefe finds it down low. And now Balistreri will look to leg it out. Tucks it in his left, gets to the midline, and clears it out. Ronan Balistreri, good job on the clear there. Now he's going to help with the offense as they settle things down, Dumont. This is McDonough now. Substitutions through the midfield line. 4 minutes to go in the third. Cardinals lead by 6. McDonough again. Looks to get back to his strong left hand. Kerr looking to double team from behind. Not enough time to get there. Oh, they're going to call a loose ball push. Tough call there as Kerr was battling with Warren. That's Emerson Warren with the ball at X. And now back up top. Dumont now settles things down, lefty, guarded by Dylan Soden. Dishes inside, McDonough feels pressure, puts it back up top to Dumont. Dumont gets to his right hand, save Fletcher. True to the task, well done by Ian Fletcher. Good stuff by the goalkeeper there. As the junior netminder comes up with another save. I don't have totals today, but good job by him. Riccio rolls away from pressure, does well to keep possession. Gaffney will settle things. He'll look to go from behind. Gets a step, his pass goes high. Nicely checked away. And an over and back there. Helton couldn't reach over and keep it on the offensive side. So the Cardinals come away with it. Lorendo behind. Again, that's Warren. Passes on the ground. But Karen picks it up. We'll settle things down near side. Looks to dodge from the wing. Double comes early. Pass it off. Kylie. Save Fletcher. Great job, Fletcher, tracking it right above his head there.
Yeah, terrific save there. Kylie had him point blank. Fletcher was ready, though.
Sure did. No fake there. Fletcher was right on top of it. Ball on the turf. And they finally looked to Kaliza down low, but he can't squeeze it. Now the ground ball, battled for down low. Up top here, Kylie scoops it up. And they're into an odd man situation again. Bouvier presses the action, looks backside. Nice pass and finish. Bouvier to Caleb Young. And Young finishes. So Bouvier picks up his first assist on the day to go with his goal in the first half. Caleb Young picks up his first goal, and they press it out to 8-1. A 7-goal margin in favor of the Cardinals. And again, we're seeing it over and over, Harry. Again, these odd man situations, unsettled situations. 6-on-6 defense has been solid for the Bulldogs, but these are significant challenges. The Cardinals are picking up those ground balls, moving it once or twice, and finding the open player open for goals.
And Bedford is doing its part to defend as best they can. They've only given this only the second goal in this half that they've given up. So it's not like they're getting overrun, but they just can't seem to get any in the net on the offensive side.
Griffin now runs through a couple of Cardinals riding players. Goes for a run. Alex Dumont on his hands. Matthews now will wait. Gives it to Toscano. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Toscano settles things. Keeping a little possession here, getting some rest for the defense. As the Bulldogs have been active. They come with a double now. They want Toscano to get rid of it. Pass it backside. Purnell does well to dangle. Kaliza inside. Gaffney. And checked away there. Inside by Colin Rourke.
That's the third or fourth time they've tried to feed it inside to Gaffney, and he's had a little trouble picking that pass up, being harassed there by the defense.
It's a tough one. You're jamming the crease there. You know, I'd probably like to see Kaliza take that shot. You know, he had a little time and space. Tough angle, but still, he's got to put some pressure on that goalkeeper. Instead of jamming the crease,
you're not going to
Gaffney
score
had
without
one or two guys on him, so it's tough.
You know, the lack of goals, they just haven't had many shots, and maybe it's because they're trying to work it inside, and they just can't seem to do that.
Transition here, ball gets batted down. The Cardinals come away with a ground ball, and that'll end the third quarter. 8-1 is your score. The Cardinals lead by 7.
Here's your scoring recap from the third quarter. As I mentioned, just 2 goals in that one, both by BG at the 11:29 mark. Connor Gibbard, unassisted, made it 7-1, and then Caleb Young scoring with help from Connor Bouvier, and that made it 8-1 at the 1:45 mark. we're just about a quarter away and a little bit of warm-up time from the nightcap to this marathon of lacrosse here at Bedford Stadium. It's going to be the girls undefeated at 4-0, meeting the 2-2 BG Cardinals, and that'll come up right after this game, after about a 15-minute warm-up. So be sure to stay tuned and enjoy that. And that includes our friends on on Nashua ETV 99 who are enjoying the broadcast today. We're glad to have you on board.
Girls game was originally scheduled for 6 p.m., but we were delayed with the JV game prior to this varsity game here.
Weather's been holding up so far. We had a bit of a shower early in this contest. Nothing yet, but weather radar indicating that there are a lot of showers in and out. In fact, it looks like there's one that's about to hit us in a moment, so we might see some rain in this fourth quarter.
Put your umbrella up, Harry.
I don't need to.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, we're in the press box here. It makes it nice and
But the fans, I noticed the fans brought theirs, so
nice and dry
they'll
for
be opening
us.
up.
Yeah, there you go. We might see them in short order. So 8-1 is your score. 2 goals apiece for Brady Dumont, Connor Gabord, Aiden Lorendo, and then 1 each for Caleb Young and Connor Bouvier. Rounds out the 8 goals for the Cardinals. The lone goal for the Bulldogs coming from Bennett Matthews, assisted by Sean Toscano. 12 minutes back on the board. We're ready for the fourth quarter. Face-off is underway. Vasquez, again against Roberto, squirts out in favor of the Cardinals, and they pick up the ground ball and will settle things down. We have a flag down now. Strange. Probably going to get a slash. That was popped out by Matthews, but the Cardinals picked up that ground ball quickly. That was Canaway. Back up top, we're going to get another slash. This one on Riccio. Not quite sure that one was warranted, and I didn't quite see what happened with the first, but the Bulldogs likely down 2 men here after this dead ball. Kiley fakes the shot. Back to Dumont. Gabord on the far side. Looks to get high righty. Double nicely. Now the ball gets on the turf. Then you still need to pick it up, and Kerr does. So they get the delayed penalties will be called now with 11:02 left in the game. Likely 2 slashes, one by Riccio and one, I believe, on the far side. I'm not quite sure who that was on the far side.
Well, Riccio's taking the knee in the box, and now number 13 in there as well. That is Bennett Matthews, so he got the original call.
One. Yep. So
hard enough to stop
4.
him with a full complement of defenders. Now you're playing with 2 men short.
6 on 4. The Bulldogs will likely try to keep a nice tight box there in front of Fletcher. Gabord. They should be content to give up some outside shots. Bouvier moves it behind. Lorendo. Kiley pulls the trigger, misses the cage. Backed up behind. Dumont. Bouvier. They get to moving. Gabord misses far side. Again, they're just working odd mans here. Of course, they have 2 men up, so they should have plenty of time and space to shoot. Fletcher needs to be true to the task, but this is a barrage of shots here.
They're not waiting long to shoot. The clock stops. There you go.
Yeah. Lorendo fakes the pass near side, just sneaks from behind. And that's got to be Kerr closing things, Sheridan closing things down there right near the crease. But the sneak works. Lorendo gets his hattie. 3rd on the day for number 22, the senior attackman.
What I was going to say is they were taking a lot of shots. They weren't waiting very long to take that shot because every time they missed, the clock would stop as they ran it down. So they were just stretching out that penalty and getting as many shots on Fletcher as they could.
Sure. Take them quick. get a lot of shots on cage. Higher probability that one of them goes in. Ensuing face-off is one. We're back to 6-on-6 action. And this is McDonough up top for the Cardinals. Dumont now. And now Hughes. One-on-one far side, Matuszewski. McDonough looks to get high. Can't get a shot off. Dumont will settle things. Sheridan applies pressure. They get it behind Lorendo. McDonough, good close out there by Roberto. Slide here, they get movement on the defense. Dumont will rip, beats Fletcher high. So Dumont will fill out his hat trick now. See if they give the assist from behind by Lorendo. I would give it to him.
The goal was scored right off the pass, so I don't see why he wouldn't. That goal coming at 9:35, just a minute after the power play goal at 10:37, and it's a double-digit score now, 10-1 for BG.
Harry, we say extra man opportunity or extra man offense in lacrosse. We don't say power play, but I appreciate your terminology. EMO.
Emo, okay.
There you go. Yeah, not quite like, drab, dreary, wearing black and getting all upset about their music. It's more extra man offense. Different kind of emo. Far side now, we're getting a couple new numbers in. This is Gwynn for the Cardinals. Jeremy Warren on as well. Gwynn feeds it inside, picked off by backup goaltender in there now, Ethan Kahn for the Bulldogs.
So if you're two-man up, is it a demo?
Or a demo.
Or demo.
There you go. We just call it extra man. Riccio looking for some help on the offensive end. Kaliza, far side. Good dangle there. Matthews gets another goal. And Kaliza will pick up the assists across the crease. And after answering the Cardinals' first goal, way back in the first quarter, the Bulldogs finally squeak another one into the net for their second goal of the day. 10-2 is your score. The Bulldogs trail 8. Again, the Cardinals have put some substitutions in, so we might see things open up here a little bit. Vasquez will still face off against Roberto. Wins it back to himself. Roberto, good hustle to stay things, or to keep after things. Applying pressure to Vasquez. This is Kelly now. Rolls away from pressure. And I believe, the Cardinals would call timeout as Coach Cameron saw his long stick midfielder in bit of trouble. Cardinals keep possession. 8:21 to go in the game. The Cardinals lead 10-2.
Stay tuned for girls action coming up right after this game, BG and Bedford. The Bulldogs ladies are undefeated at 4-0. That's coming up right after a short warm-up period after this game. 8:21 left in this fourth quarter. And then we've got baseball action for the next 2 days on BCTV. The Portsmouth Clippers come to SAU Field on Wednesday at 2 p.m. And Jason Bergeron and John Muir will have a call of that game. And then baseball Thursday will be in Nashua at Holman Stadium to take on the Nashua South Purple Panthers, an early contest, 10 a.m. And that's on Thursday the 27th, and that'll be on that game will be on ETV 99 as well as BCTV. So
Vacation week for the schools here in New Hampshire, so those games are able to be played earlier in the day. Did you bring some buffalo wings for dinner in between games?
No, I'm afraid I didn't. I just ate a bag of chips.
Okay.
I offered you some. You didn't want any.
That's all right. We might have
I
to.
can't imagine why. I had my hands all over it.
Whoa. Grand Poobah Bill Jennings has a whole bag of snacks here. We might have to bury our faces in a little bit later. Hello to everybody out there. Yeah, there you go. Cheesy poofs. Maybe some pizza. Some hot dogs. We'll see what the snack stand has over there for, real quality sustenance for us. So again, we're going to see some substitutions for the Cardinals. Although starting attackman Jacob Guertin will start out with the ball. Saw some subs on the defensive side of things. Perhaps one more possession for Coach Cameron. The Bulldogs extending pressure. Like to see their athletic defense trying to get out there. Guertin runs by Kerr. Good trail check there, forces the shot high. Backed up by Connor Gabord behind.
Yeah, Tristan Kerr got a stick on that. Caused the shot to go wide.
We're just hanging the stick, so we teach the defensemen to keep that stick high and wait for that shot to come back. Of course, they're going to try to get a little bit of a windup on that shot. Guertin did so, and Kerr was able to get a check. Pass here goes high, over and back. Bulldogs will pick it up quickly. Purnell scoops up the ground ball, looks to apply pressure. Runs into a numbers issue, though. Gaffney catches it. Save, though. Kaliza settles things down. Liam O'Keefe was out of the net briefly. Now Kaliza will wait for his offensive teammates. Harassed here by Dylan Young. Purnell feeds the cutter. Toscano can't score. O'Keefe drops low. Comes up with good save on Toscano. Through the midfield. Hadley picks up the ground ball. And now Matthews. We'll get a push from behind on that. Yep.
Should draw a call.
Bulldogs will pick it up. Might be interesting as things get late in the fourth quarter here if we get some chippy play, but nothing quite yet. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Looks like they're giving it to the Cardinals. That was clearly a push from behind on the Cardinals. Yeah, there you go. He corrects his mistake and gives it to the Bulldogs. 6:53 to go in the game. Bulldogs trail by 8, 10-2. Griffin up top. Looks for a feed. Matthews has drawn the pole. Coming off the crease, Purnell. Matthews will take a shot, pings it off the crossbar. Good rip by the freshman. And beat O'Keefe, just couldn't beat the crossbar. See here on the replay, right off the crossbar, about midway across. Sneak from behind. Kaliza will get one to go. Fed from Gaffney. Gaffney on the assist. And Kaliza buries. He now has 1-1. 6:25 to go in the game. The Bedford Bulldogs still have some work to do. They trail by 7. It'll take a lot of work for the Bulldogs to get really back into this. Vasquez back to the face-off X against Roberto for the Bulldogs. Ooh. Vasquez pulls it out, defensive side. He'll motor it into the offensive area. Great check here by Riccio. Gets the ball on the turf. Little slap check. Got the ball on the ground. This one's going to go off of Bedford near sideline, though. And the Cardinals pick it up. They're ready to go. Dumont. To Dumont. And now Kylie far side. Gabord presses. Dumont back to Gabord. Stutter step, tries to get his footwork down. Nicely defended by Roberto. Now he gets to his right hand, pulls the trigger, save Kahn. Good job by Kahn. Henryshawn comes away with the ground ball. He'll reverse it back. Kerr now, back to Kahn. Sheridan. Into the midfield, can't quite connect with Matthews. Ball goes awry. Dylan Young picks it up all the way back in the defensive end for the Cardinals. Balstreri drops the ball. Good hustle here by Riccio. Goes for over the head, and he's going to get a penalty instead. They pick up the ground ball. Balstreri gets tripped by Riccio. He'll go in the box and feel shame for 30 seconds. 4:55 to go in the game. Bulldogs trail by 7.
I don't know, that trip wasn't very obvious to me.
He went for the over-the-head check. The stick went all the way down to the ground, and Balstreri tripped over it. So you're going to get that call every time. Just got tangled up in his feet. You know, nothing malicious, nothing intentional, of course. Just trying to get that ball back on the turf and get it going the Bulldogs' way. But instead they'll play man down. Bouvier up top, Dumont. Kiley now. Dumont. Kiley gets a little bit of space, draws 2. Good check there. And now Hadley gets wiped out from behind. Jeez. Wow. Oh, the ball was in his stick, too. I'm surprised they call it loose ball, but either way, Bedford gets the ball back. Near side now, Sheridan will pick it up, and they'll clear it out. Penalty should be just about released. I believe that was only a 30-second penalty. Sheridan, nice little fake. He'll pull the trigger and score. Nobody came, so Sheridan just kept going towards the net. Nice little ball fake you see right here at the end on the replay. Gets the defender to jump, runs through it, buries. Athleticism on display there by Kevin Sheridan. We've talked about that all year for him. And he's able to score the 4th goal of the game for the Bulldogs.
Making it a more respectable 10-4 contest now with 4:11 to go. Waiting for Matthews to come back. I don't think he has been able to. He's still on the sideline.
Yeah, it should have been a 30-second penalty. We should be even here. We are not even here for some reason.
Correction, it was Riccio in the box.
Yeah, Riccio is in the box still, and it was pretty clear that it was just a 30-second trip, but perhaps they called him on a slash instead. Either way, man down face-off for the Bulldogs. Vasquez wins the face, and now Dumont looks for the sneak from Lorendo. Just under 4 to go in the game. Cardinals lead by 6. Back up top, this is Matuszewski. Dumont. Dangles, looks to feed, far side now. That's Hughes. Up top now, Dumont. Pulls it down, feeds behind. McDonough, good defense there, staying solid by Kerr, and now a batted pass by Sheridan. Kerr gets the ground ball, runs away from pressure. Drops it in the crease for his goalie, and now Kahn will look to clear. 3 minutes to go in the game. Bulldogs trail by 6. Good cut through the midfield, Matthews. Steps it in. Far side, Toscano. Coach Bordeaux wants a timeout. He said it about 16 times. I heard it up here, and the officials got it on the 15th time. So they will get a timeout. 2:48 to go. They trail by 6, 10-4.
Bedford Bulldogs Athletic Booster Club is always looking for new members and volunteers to help support the Bedford High School athletic programs. The Booster Club meets at the BHS Media Center at 7 p.m. on the first Wednesday of every month, so we've got a meeting coming up in early May. Find out more by visiting the website bbabc.net. Learn how you can get involved.
Volunteer, donate, do whatever you can. Booster Club has been great for the programs here at Bedford High School, so if you have time, inclination, resources, feel free to get involved. bbabc.net.
Andrew Fenn on camera here for BCTV, and is it okay to talk a little bit about the football schedule that's coming up? We finally got a look at the schedule upcoming. 5 home games for the Bulldogs. They're going to be hosting Thornton Academy, that team they played in Maine, the defending champ at the time, and took them down. They'll be traveling here to Bedford late in the year. But it's a pretty good looking lineup. And it begins, I believe, February 1st. September 1st. Sorry about that.
September.
September 1st, yeah. So that'll be the February 1st would be something like the XFL.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be right here on September 1st, and we'll have all the games. We'll be bringing them to you on BCTV.
Should be a great season as the Bulldogs look to defend their championship. A thrilling championship out there in Exeter against Londonderry. Game-winning field goal by Colby Snow with just mere seconds to go. Gave the Bulldogs that championship in the fall, and now they'll look to repeat this coming fall. And as
That's
Harry
right,
said, we'll
defending
bring
champs. They're going to have Martin the target on them.
Big target on him. Little exchange here. Brody Helton from behind. They look for the cutter. Good cut. And a save in tight. That's number 14.
They're going to give it to BG.
They do give it to BG as they chase it out behind. We do have a new goaltender. I don't have number 14 on my roster.
Hang on a second. It's Cole Wolfinger.
That's the wrong team, my friend.
Oh,
he
you're
plays
right.
for Bedford.
Hang on a second here.
That's all right. 2 minutes to go. Backup Bishop Guertin goalie will get some time. Unfortunately, we don't have his name. Apologies there. But into the offensive side, we have Broderick. Rolls it far side to Gwynn.
There are several unnumbered players on this roster. Liam Conity, Colin Foley, Ryan Locken, Christopher Prangley.
Unfortunately, we're just grasping at straws at this point. As he's wearing number 14, we don't have a 14 on our roster, so apologies there. Driving here, though. Good help by Henryshaw. He gets out, extends pressure on Jeremy Warren. Now gets the ball on the turf. And it's an over and back. Bulldogs will pick it up. Coach Bordeaux wants him to get started, get into transition quickly. Dylan Soden picks it up. Steps it in, double team comes quickly, swims away from pressure. Now he's got a lane to the goal. There you go, make some space, shoot. Can't quite get it to go. Backed up behind by Kaliza. 1:18 to go in the game. Bulldogs trying to get another on the board to make it at least half the goals of the Cardinals. Kaliza tries to go on Rourke. Slap check. Draws nothing. Helton now with the pole. And now Matthews. It's a good matchup for Matthews. Makes the dodge. Feeds inside. Purnell. Save inside. Nice job by the Cardinal goalkeeper. Again, don't know his name, unfortunately, but good save there. In tight on Purnell.
53 seconds left.
Helton now will ISO. Try to go on Gwynn. It's a good matchup for Helton. He's got some size advantage here. Dishes it off, though. Purnell inside.
You had a shot.
Yeah, you
want to pass it.
Want to see him pull the trigger there. You missed the cage, you back it up behind. Toscano now. Little delay, dodged, redodged, now in tight. Purnell gets checked right on the doorstep. Can't finish. 20 seconds to go. Toscano now. Nice move, gets free, feeds it inside. A little too hot to handle. That ball's going to go out of bounds right in front of the Bedford bench with 13 seconds remaining. And the Cardinals are going to come away with victory. 10-4 for now. I don't imagine they would approach the net with only 10 seconds left. Alex Dumont should step it into the box. And that'll just about do it. Final horn sounds. The Cardinals come away with victory. 10-4. Harry, you want to give a scoring recap?
Yeah, at 10:37 of the fourth, Lorendo unassisted, an extra man goal. made it 9-1. Then about a minute later, Dumont from Lorendo at 9:35 made it 10-1. And right about then, BG started putting in some of their bench players, and that gave Bedford an opportunity to make the game more respectable. It was Matthews getting his second at 8:41 from Kaliza. It made it 10-2. Then Kaliza scoring from Gaffney at 6:25, 10-3. And then the final goal, Sheridan unassisted, scored while the Bulldogs were a man down, and that's your final 10-4.
Summaries there for the Cardinals. Leading the way, Aiden Lorendo, as you heard, had 3 and 1. Brady Dumont with 3. Connor Gabord with 2. High scorers on the other side. Again, Bennett Matthews netted 2, a goal apiece from Derek Kaliza, and then Kevin Sheridan, as you mentioned, shorthanded. So tough one here for the Bulldogs. They lose this home game against the visiting Bishop Guertin Cardinals 10-4. Stay right here for girls action as we bring the Bulldogs and Bishop Guertin game to you probably in about 20 minutes. So be patient, get a snack, walk around, have a beverage, and join us for lacrosse action as the Bulldogs take on the Cardinals on the girls' side.